Greetings everyone, Raging Llama here again. In today's video we're going to continue our way through Creo's R&D department. I'm going to warn you, it's a huge area. Starting off in the Ops Center that Alec Norris is sitting in, we make our way back to the room with all the elite hazard guys. I have to get their chest piece to complete my set. There we go, I've got the whole set now. Time to heal up real fast. And then fight this guy that kicked my butt in the last episode. First try. He drops the codename Moonlight heavy duty weapon. It's from the Fire and Ice DLC and it has the 10% bonus to maximum health. It does have the lowest base damage of all the heavy duty weapons though. In this poison gas is a Vanadium E-Cell version 3. It gives you higher energy capacity based on your core level. This one gives between 18 and 24. Here's a dead end and a shortcut for later. There are a lot of catwalks in this area, just so you know. Here's another security door. And I fell for the good old redirect. Always look around corners. You see that treasure in the background I missed? Just some sweet love notes on the wall here. And I completely forgot what this power circuit opens, but we'll find it later. Here's a shortcut back to the Ops Center. Since I'm here, we're going to change our armor. We're going to use the Elite Hazard set. This set gives us the same bonuses that the Liquidator set does, including high elemental resistance and immunity to hazards on the floor. What this set does is makes us immune to the poison gas in the area, both from the plants on display and the gas grenades. Plus, as you can see, it turns our emergency coolant drone into a poison gas cloud drone.
Safety at work is our highest priority and should be yours.
The red light does throw you off a bit. Trying to remember where this node goes. I thought it was up on this pipe, but that's a shortcut back for later.
Every launch. Project resolved.
Back down to try again.
Foundation. Jonah Gutenberg's original vision.
Moving forward until I can remember. Here's Dr. Barrett again.
You're early. Well, good, good. Very efficient. Everything to your satisfaction. All smooth sailing here. On track, on time. Now, I'll just be with you shortly. I just need to take care of, well, you know.
Do I know? Locked door. Noticed after I push this button that it says don't push this button on the wall. And then the bad guys scare the crap out of me. I've 100% this game and I still get jump scared. Anyway, this jump here is frustrating. My first playthrough, I ran back and attempted it over and over. You can't make the jump from here. I'll show you how to make it in a second. Here's a new weapon, the code name Zarathustra. I'm sure I said that wrong. It boasts the highest elemental damage of all the twin-rigged weapons in the game. It also has a very high proficiency scaling and high energy gain for twin-rigged. The only downside I see for these is, according to the wiki, they make an awful sound when you hit things with them. But I've never used them, so I wouldn't know. In the corner is an energized power cell version 3. It's an upgraded elemental damage plus implant. It buffs your weapon's elemental damage by plus 20 for around 30 seconds. Progression is through the door on the right. We'll come back to it. First, we'll open a shortcut. That's the poison gas. It didn't even pop on the bad guy. Although if these guys are wearing the same armor as we are, they're probably immune. There's the next big room. It's pain. It sounds like this guy is being poisoned. Maybe it doesn't count. Look, a box of glass. Weird.
Whatever it takes,
There's a shortcut.
we will build.
Checking all these doors in case one opened.
Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answer. Why do people expect buildings in the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all,
Oh, I remembered. Got a Discord message. How to turn that off. There it is. This door opens a path to the room we first saw Dr. Barrett in.
We're definitely getting there, but the shock to the brain, whether psychological or by surgical trauma, is still unpredictable. At worst, they're psychotic. At best, the mental capacity of a 2-year-old. I don't know which is worse. Once they're in that body, the power is truly frightening. The good news is that the organic machine interface is working perfectly.
In here, we see our first Proteus bad guy. They're human-robot hybrids. They can be a pain. They're faster than you think and have long combos. And once you kill them, they always get back up. So you have to kill them twice. We'll get their weapons and gear set as we play through the area.
Assets have been released from containment. Please follow the emergency protocols and proceed to the nearest secure area.
Nothing else in here. Back around to where we were. This is how you make the jump. You fall down on this little ledge, then do a little circle run and jump. It opens the door on the right. There's an energy to health implant in here and an audio log.
It's tough. They got it locked down tight. But I promised I'd get you something. It's not a lot, mind, but it's something. Utopia's a synthetic variant of Resolve. Hyper-aggressive with a nanite distribution system. They believe it's a one-shot solution, but they're being careless, rushing it through. Only Barrett is reviewing the tests. There's no oversight at all. And there's something else. He's been distracted by a personal project. All I know is, it involves some high-end cybernetics. He's been rounding up volunteers for months now.
Now to use this drone power conduit and go into the next room. There are a lot of people and drones in here. You gotta go slow. This conduit opens the door below. You can always tell the story required ones. They're always level 10. This guy is getting poison damage too. They must need at least the helmet to not get poisoned. This guy knows I'm immune to his poison, so he just starts smacking me with the gun.
the issue with the nanites is persistent. I don't see why I'm the only one that's bothered by this. Theoretically, they will hold for the mission parameters. Program determination only starts after 24 hours, by which time they should have completed their assignment. But this is a problem because somewhere in there is a variable we haven't accounted for. Now, I want to be on record that I protest in the strongest terms about the use of the current nanite profile for live use.
After that death, I run back to Ops real quick to drop off my 40,000 scrap. Through this door is another special weapons guy, and he is also a pain. He has long aggressive combos and almost kills me a few times. He drops the codename Hulkerin staff weapon. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's also one of the ice weapons from the Fire and Ice DLC, so it gives you the 10% max health. This thing is nothing to write home about. It's all average stats. Its speciality is it's a codename weapon, meaning we can use the Angel 6 gear set to get the added bonus damage to codename weapons. We'll definitely be doing that later. Now this room looks like it would be special. I think these are the nanite payloads for the rockets, but other than that, there's just an implant in the corner. Here we have the next level of rig capacitor. It stops your energy from decaying lower than 30%. In this next area, we're going to listen to Jonah Gutenberg lose his cool in an interview with Don Hackett.
I'd like to thank founder and CEO Jonah. Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Don.
Now, usually it's me bugging your office to try and get a moment from your busy schedule, but today you actually requested time with me.
That's right, and I appreciate you talking to me at such short notice.
No, thank you. You've obviously got something on your mind.
Yeah, and now I'm going to speak frankly here. Over the last few months, Creo has been viciously attacked by certain elements in the media. They've been propagating myths and inciting the public against Creo and Project Resolve.
Honestly, it's hard to believe. Why would anybody want to do that?
Don, you know as well as I. We know what it's like out there. They'd sell their own mothers for a headline, and that's what it's about. Make no mistake, they don't have any altruistic intentions here. It's all about the money. Sensationalism sells. These allegations of skyfracking, that Project Resolve is responsible for the increase in disease and disabilities over the last few decades? Garbage. Complete and utter garbage. Sorry. It's hard to keep my calm. What have these people done for humanity? Have they sweated and bled like we have at Creo? No. The personal attacks, I don't care. They can honestly say what they like about me, but against those that work here at Creo and the people behind Project Resolve? That's where I draw the line. The world was dying. Did anyone else step up to the plate? Did anyone else raise their hand? I invested all I had in Creo and Project Resolve because I want to invest in the future of humanity.
Unfortunately, this story is all too common with the so-called press and left-wing media. They'd rather make up a story than follow the facts. But what about the people and the growing sentiment that we should be looking for another solution to Earth's problems?
The people? They will point their gaze to whichever way the wind blows. It's in our history. No matter how many times visionaries throughout the centuries have worked for the betterment of mankind, they've been demonized, roasted alive as heretics. There is no such thing as gratitude from the masses. You must work for the species and yourself, or not at all.
Thank you for your time. Always a pleasure to hear you speak.
I'm sorry if I got a little carried away, but I am passionate about my convictions.
And after that, we're going to cut it here. This is a big area and we're not even half done. We'll continue in the next episode. And with that, I'll catch you all later.